Hey guys, Akami-san Gaming here. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Today I bring you some new patch news for 1.1 for Diona. I know a lot of people want this character. She's really good. Really good. And I'm telling you now, I have her skills translated for us today with her level 6 constellation. That is pretty strong. Like, pretty strong. Including at the end of this, 3 new 5-star artifact sets that will pretty much make any ice hero like OP. It's pretty much the ice version of the Crimson Witch, and I will let you know what those are, and we'll get right into it right now. So we're gonna start off with her normal attack, Hunter's Mark. Perform up to 5 consecutive shots with a bow. If you do the charge variant, performs a more precise aim shot with increased damage. While aiming, Bright Frost will accumulate on the arrowhead. A fully charged frost arrow will deal cryo damage. So, like Venti, when he shoots and he charges it, it does an emo. Same thing, but it's ice in her case. Her plunge attack is like any other archer. They hit the ground with the arrow rain. So moving on to her next ability here, we have the Cryo Kitty Claws. This is a really cool ability. Fires a Cryo Kitty Claw that deals cryo damage to enemies and forms a shield on hit. The shield damage absorption scales based on Diona's max HP, and its duration scales off the number of Cryo Kitty Claws that hit their target. So this is the volley she shoots that determines how strong her shield is. If you press it once, it fires off 2 Cryo Kitty Claws. If you hold it, you dash back quickly before firing 5 Cryo Kitty Claws. The shield created by hold attack will gain a 75% damage absorption bonus. The shield has a 250% cryo damage absorption bonus and will infuse Diona with cryo at the point of release. That's actually pretty cool. It looks really cute and adorable. This is a very cutesy class, but don't let that fool you. She is like ready to help your team clear Abyss easy, no problem. Alright, we're gonna move into what her abilities actually look like, kind of stat wise. So going over, we're going to start with her Kitty Claw. It's called Cat Claw Injury, kind of translating it roughly. It does 48.2% at level 3. Shield base absorption 8.3% maximum life value plus 837. Duration is 2.0 seconds per Cat Claw. If you tap it, she does the shield for 6 second duration. If you hold it and then let go for the second phase of the ability, you'll get 15 seconds. This is like the duration, I believe, on the ability. So like when the claws hit, it says 2 per cat claw. So if it's 5, it should be 10 total. And then you'll have a 50-second cooldown if you do the full charge. If you tap it once, it'll have a 6-second cooldown, and you'll have half the shield strength and efficiency. This is a really cool ability, because like that means if you have like a bow that resets your E, you can keep your shield up. You can do a lot of cool things with this ability. We have to see if it'll transfer to other characters if she switches off, which I believe it does since she is that support healer type. Going forward, we have her ultimate, a Killer Brew. Tosses out a special code Brew that deals AoE cryo damage and creates a Drunken Mist in an AoE. Drunken Mist deals continuous cryo damage to enemies within the field, continuously regenerates the HP of characters within the field. This is similar to like the slimes you fight that shoot out the fog and you just get frozen slowly over time, as in like if you get with water you'll get frozen, but if you're in the fog it kind of slows you down. This is really good for like Diluc, especially Klee, because you can just do Jumpty Dumpty and just every hit will be a melt. And if you have the Crimson Witch and you have the ice set on her, wait till you see the sets on that the set bonus on that ice set. Like the damage potential with this character is just getting started. So this is her ultimate ability right here. The technical damage is 80% at level 1. Sustain injury in the field. This is what it'll do to the enemies over time. Continuous treatment 10.91% upper limit of life. This most likely, because it's a rough translation compared to what we read and all that, it'll most likely give your team healing based off her max HP. That's what I get from what it's saying, upper limit of life. Unless it has a set value and then it goes off of that with the 10.91%. But I personally think, it's just my thought, to take it with a grain of salt. I'm not saying this is a fact. I feel like it does go up with her max HP. Just kind of makes sense to me. The duration is 12 seconds. The cooldown is 20. And the energy cost is 80. Alright, so if we now move on, we have her cant 6. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece right here, because the role of the office in the field of the strongest special tune, according to the health values, gets the following effect. Treat it when the value of life is less than or equal to 50%, bonus increased by 30%, which this is most likely tied to her healing of her ulti, where you'll get 30% more healing out of it. I believe so. That's a rough translation just through that translator app on the internet. When the life value is higher than 50%, the elements are refined. This means she's giving your party, if they have 50% or more HP, 200 elemental mastery. That is huge. This is going to be huge for elemental reaction setups. Imagine this, Sucrose, like, mind blown. Like, the things you can do, like, setup wise with this character is going to be insane. I'm telling you, Diona is a sleeper 5-star with a 4-star title. Like, sleeper 5-star, if you can. I know some of you guys are going to be rolling for Child. You'll get Diona on the side as you're rolling for Child. But try to go for the cant 6, please. It's amazing. You know, it's up to you. It's your money. You know, it is gambling. This is gambling, and we don't want you to put yourself in a hole. But if you are not free to play and you're a pay-to-play player, get this. This is like, if you don't have Shishi, she is like going to be your new best friend. And if you have both, and you get the crit rate bonus for having 2 ice units, like, man, she and Chi-Chi are going to have a field day. So now we're going to get into the artifacts. These artifacts that we're going to get, these new 5-star artifacts, are amazing in their own and can work with multiple units. So let's jump into it. Alright, so the first one is the Sky series. The 3-set movement speed 15%, and the 5-set physical and elemental damage plus 20% after using normal and or charged attacks. Attack speed by 15%, reduce elemental skill burst cooldown by 10% last 5 seconds. I wonder how this is going to be on Zhongli, because I'm curious, because he does get physical damage increase from hitting people with his meteor when they're petrified. This is really cool. Like, you'll just be attacking faster, going at it, and if you have like an attack speed spear, like, man, you'll be poking people for days. This set I really want to get. I'm most likely going to farm all the sets. So going on to the next one, we have the Icebreaker. Cryo resistance increased by 40%, increases damage against enemies in a frozen state or affected by cryo by 35%, not cents. So the Icebreaker here, this is pretty much like Lava Walker, but the opposite element. So it's kind of self-explanatory. If you want to see these, just pause the video, go back, take your screenshots. The last one is the Glacier. Check this one out here. Cryo damage plus 20%. That's huge! 20%! Superconduct plus 50%. Milk multiplier plus 15%. Using elemental burst increases cryo damage by 25% for 10 seconds. This is Crimson Ice Witch. Pretty much. Like, this is the ice version of that set. And having a milk multiplier and the superconduct, like, that's nice. Yes, you're not getting like the 3 stacks like multiple times as the set seems to be translated as. You're not proccing the main stat like on Crimson Witch, where if you do your elemental skill 3 times, it increases it by like 50%. Don't quote me on that. I'm just going off the top of my head right now. But this version of it, Chungyun, Shishi, Diona, any future ice heroes, like if we have a set like this, I want to see what the Hydro set is going to be for Child, because it's going to be pretty insane. And pretty much this also brings us to the end of the video as well. So I will put these in the description of these 3 sets, and also the skills I've taken and translated, and you can now share them around with your friends, inform them what's going on, send them this link. By the way, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll be bringing you more 1.1 news into 1.2 and 1.3 as the game progresses over time. So stay tuned, and thank you for tuning into Akami-san Gaming, and I hope you enjoyed this little Diona video. Thank you.